Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today Kingdom chapter number 672. Well, let me just say I was wrong, right? I mean, about the sixth grade general. Yeah, I guess I was wrong, but before we get into the chapter, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. That helps out a lot. I need your help, man. But of course, if you haven't checked out our podcast, please check that out as well. The Anime Unhinged podcast on the channels Anime Unhinged both on YouTube and on Twitch. And well, let's get into the chapter, man. Now, of course, Sei is announcing the sixth grade general, and we see Rokuomi, we see Heki. Who's it gonna be? The competition is tough, and well, of course, it is Vacant. Oh shit, a lot of people on the community, even in my previous videos chat, everyone, a lot of people were saying it's gonna be Vacant because there's nobody worthy, right? And I guess they were right, man. They were right. I was wrong. Yotanwa asked Say, like, is nobody else worthy right now? And Say is like, yep, you're exactly correct. But of course, you see, this chapter, Kanki was the anime community, right? The fan base of Kingdom. He basically had all the questions of the fan base, right? He was like, well, if there are only five, then why not just keep five, right? Why do we have to make it six and keep one vacant? And the bigger the better, then why not make it 7, 8, 9 while you're at it? Like, why keep it just 6, right? So what is the special number 6? Why is that so important? And of course, Say first answers about the question about why not just keep it 5, right? He's like, well, you see, for the conquest of China, the 6 is the ideal number because we need at least 6 people to conquer everything and keep everything in peace, right? Just like how the previous 6 generals had their backs and they were basically unstoppable. So I think the amount we wanted to expand, I think 6 is really important. And about the question about why don't we do 7, 8, 9, that of course Osen answers the question, right? It's again the same as One Piece's Beast Pirates, right? You can't make it too top heavy, then the power balance would be messed up, and the lower ranks, nobody would be worthy enough for the lower ranks, right? Because if everybody who's even slightly better, if you make everybody a great general, then basically the lower ranks are destroyed, so you can't have that imbalance. So it's pretty optimal for number 6, right? And Shohei-kun also adds that, you see, when we are expanding this much, the other states would give their best at recovering, right? So you see, quick decision making will also be very important. And you see, that's the thing about right to freely wage war, right? Because these 6 great generals, without any consent, they can wage war, because it's pretty critical in expanding, right? When you're deep into the enemy territory and you need to think quickly, you can't wait for orders. So that's what it is, right? Now, Shogun-kun is like, well, let me add something else to it, right? Even if you have this much power, you cannot commit any atrocities towards the citizens. No chance at all. You shouldn't do that. And, Kanki is like, yo, why the hell are you looking at me while saying that? And, Shogun-kun, again, he's like looking at Osen, and even any revolt against the crown isn't allowed either, right? And Kanki is like, ha ha ha. Well, Osen, let's leave. But, of course, To is like, well, do not worry about that. If any of the general violates that, we're gonna come and gather and crush that general together. And Yotanwa, of course, she's like, yes, of course, and even Mobu is like, So, of course, Say couldn't have said this, right? Say, Osen, all these people were staring at each other and it was tense, right? Because if Say would have said that, like, oh, if anybody revolts, we're gonna crush you, it creates a kind of a misunderstanding, a kind of a tension, right? But Do saying that is, pretty good because it's not coming directly from the authority, it's coming from a peer, right? So it's pretty good. And even says, like, well, thank you, Do, thank you. So the tension is quelled. But of course, right now, the sixth place is vacant, but trust me, in these few years, someone is gonna rise up. And of course, they show the monster trio, of course, and now Say brings a golden swallow statue, right? And he's like, well, this swallow represents our ancient Kin dynasty, so this will represent the power of Kim this time as well. And it has like these six golden feathers, golden wings, right? These six golden wings are gonna represent each of the six great generals. So right now they like plug those feathers and give, it's basically like a locket, right? It's the symbol of each of these great generals, right? And well, they announced like, now from now on we're gonna start conquering everyone. And well, there you go, man. That's the chapter, and it was a beautiful chapter. And well, I'm kind of, I'm like, oh, I hope for a new sixth grade general. But of course, I'm happy with this. I mean, it's pretty awesome, right? I mean, dude, now seeing these sixth grade generals in action would be phenomenal. But of course, that's the chapter. And if you think the video is good, like, share, subscribe, that really helps out. And comment down, what do you think about the system, what's gonna happen next, and all these stuff, right? But of course, join my Discord to have a good discussion with me and my friends. Well, man, anyways, yeah, if you want to support me even more, then sign up on my Patreon. But of course, man, as always, until next time, peace.